Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the JIP, Just Imagine podcast. I'm your humble, gracious, and grateful owner, host, Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Got two wonderful guests with me today. Models.
Hey, y'all.
Models, okay? Got Emelly, and we got my son, Mina, right here.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to have y'all on this episode today because, you know, I get to learn from y'all. This is catering to all the women in the world and models because we need to put more spotlight with the models because it does take a lot of hard work to become a model and to get up, you know, in the higher stages. So without further ado, welcome, y'all.
Thanks for the warm welcome.
Thank you for having us.
How y'all been though? We always thought this episode, each episode we're asking our guests like how y'all feeling today, you know, what's new, what's up and coming.
I'll start. I always feel better in the summertime. So once it's summer, I feel like everything is easy, breezy, beautiful.
Because we're summer babies.
Yeah. So I think it just
Big
brings
Leos.
the extra like energy out of me. I feel like I can take the world. So I'm feeling good.
I think this is where all the Virgos and the Leos come out, and it starts to get real bad out here. It starts to get real bad out here because everybody loud, and it's just like, oh my god, here we go with the Leos and Virgos. But I ain't shitting on y'all today. I'm not gonna shit on y'all today because I actually have a few Leos that I'm really cool. But you know, it's really rare. But anywho, let's start off with like, you know, since y'all model, like what made y'all start modeling?
Well, I started in high school. Just on some like, we had Kwanzaa Fest. I don't know, like we had Kwanzaa Fest shows every year. So junior year, I tried out. Nah, I'm lying. Sophomore year, I tried out for modeling. Didn't get in. They dubbed me. I was like, okay, cool. Junior year came around. I was like, I'm gonna try again. And I did my little runway for that show. And ever since then, I was like, yeah, this is for me. So literally started from there.
So, like, what did you like? Like, what got you more engaged with it?
The drive. Like, I don't know, the adrenaline. Like, once I felt that, I was like, yeah, this is like, because I fuck with it. Sometimes you feel adrenaline and you're like kind of scared of that and you run the other way. But I was like, I want more of that. And I actually was passionate about it. Like, I noticed, like, I wanted to be there type shit. So after that, I got myself into like building my portfolio and all of that.
Okay. What about you, Emelly?
I feel like I wanted to model since I was younger. Like, I knew when I was younger that I liked taking pictures and I liked being in the picture, not the one taking the picture. So it was something that I always like in the back of my mind wanted to try, but the courage really started in college. And funnily enough, one of my friends, because I expressed this to her, one of my friends started her own clothing brand. So when she started her clothing brand, after I told her what I told her, was when she hit me up and she was like, hey, like, I know you said you wanted to model, so here's this opportunity, like, come walk for me. And then that was when I started like just going for it, and then I met a bunch of people. And once you network and you meet people, yes, I met a lot of people there. So yeah, once you network and you meet people who are like doing the same thing as you, it's easier for you to like fall into it and then just continue, keep the ball rolling.
I definitely understand that because I seen work. I seen y'all resumes, and shout out to my boy Pookie because you know y'all model for him as well. So we gotta give a shout out to my son Pookie because you know everybody start from somewhere.
Matter of fact, cheers to both of y'all.
Cheers.
Both of y'all. Thank you. Cheers to you and cheers to you behind the camera.
Thank you.
Because y'all doing y'all shit always.
Right.
Of course, but you know, like I said, like without him, you know, helping me with this podcast, I don't think none of this would be possible. So, because he is really like the backbone of this. So, you know, I really appreciate my guy. Shout out my son Pookie. You know, you can't see him, but you know he's here in the background. But anyway, so back to modeling. So like, what have y'all learned from like each? Like, did y'all like gain like any new experience with modeling? Like, has it been like a consistent like pattern and progression when y'all became to like modeling and stuff like that?
For me, I learned that not every production is gonna look the same. So it's kind of hard to set an expectation for what set is going to look like or what the shoot is going to look like because everyone has a different management style. So learning to work with different management styles has been like an opportunity that I'm thankful for, but it has also taught me a lot about just being self-accountable. So being on time, making sure you're prepared. So at least if things go left, you know that it wasn't you. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't know, kind of the same thing, yeah. And I got to meet a lot of people, but not everybody is genuine in that in the modeling industry, I'm not gonna lie, not everybody's genuine with you. They just did. Some people just there to work. Some people just did, like, you know.
Yeah, some people do it for like fun.
But the fakeness be there. I'm not gonna lie, but
I think
I had to learn that the hard way.
What I noticed, like, and I'm not a model, so y'all could probably correct me if I'm wrong with this, but I've seen from like each business and, you know, models itself, it could also be like an ego thing too. Like everybody feel like they're on top of other people, but I feel like everybody come from different scenarios. So I feel like everybody path towards is different, but it should be looked at as like equality.
Yeah,
I feel like
all here together. It's like, why not work together?
Exactly.
Type
and
shit.
I feel like we gotta let that shit go.
Yeah.
Like, let go of that ego shit, bro. Just work with each other, network, and just try to find a way. Because at the end of the day, bro, we all trying to win at the end of the day. So I feel like that's just really important.
And I think some people don't really, because they can't really grasp that, because in their mind it's just them, you know.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. I'm not really mad at it, but.
But speaking from, you know, a non-photogenic person, like, was y'all always like photogenic, or did y'all like learn how to become photogenic? Because when I take pictures, it's so awkward. Like, I cannot take pictures to save my life, and I be trying to learn from everybody that's photogenic, and I'm glad that y'all are here because I could learn from y'all. So like, what are some things that y'all do like that stand out, or like what do you practice? Like, how do you practice on becoming photogenic?
Just learn your angles, honestly.
Learning your angles is a good thing.
Yeah. Know your good side. Sorry, baby.
No, you're good.
Know your good side, your bad side.
Yeah. One thing that I do like routinely is like before I shoot, I blast like the most confidence boosting music to kind of get myself out of my head. I think that the one thing about taking pictures, since you're being like the center of attention, you're showing off a brand or you're showing off a specific accessory or something like that, like you're gonna end up thinking too hard about what to do next, especially if you're moving quickly. So like, I want to say take your time, and I want to say kind of like just flow. Like, don't freeze up thinking too hard about what you're doing, but more so like follow the movement, follow the vibe, so it just looks natural, because the natural pictures look actually the best. Yeah,
I feel like I agree with that, because I try to hit my natural stage when it comes to photography, and I'm not gonna say like it's like good, it's okay-ish, but I feel like from the models it just comes so natural. Like, did it come natural for y'all, or did y'all train for that? Like, or did it just come natural?
Bro, you should see my baby pictures. I was a little sassy ass girl. When I saw a camera pop up, pose.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, any chance I get, pose, and yeah, I always been like that. But I think that's Leo in us. So
I think, that might be a Leo thing.
It's him rolling his eyes.
I mean, no, because I think that we embody like a natural confidence.
Yeah, like we are though.
So
we are confident.
We are. Yeah, I feel like we know what confidence looks like with the face of it.
I support it.
Yeah, so I think that's another thing. And I like, grateful enough, I had a mom who like gassed me up all the time. So I have so many pictures like with my hand on my hip. I was feeling it.
My grandma used to be like, go ahead, girl.
I was feeling it, miss. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, and then that's why I felt like since a young girl, like I knew what I was doing, because I just always had that.
Okay. So question though, following question. So first and foremost, have y'all ever did like fashion shows where y'all have to walk down the aisle? Like, do you do you get distracted by the audience? Do you get nervous? I mean, obviously people get nervous when you're on a fashion show, because like, you know, you're promoting a brand, but also there's an audience that's looking at you in a certain way because you have on an outfit. But like, do you like prepare yourself, or it's just like, you know, it's just a regular day in the office, just do my job and, you know, just do what you gotta do?
I did a couple shows, but the big ones were Brooklyn Fashion Week and New York Fashion Week.
Yeah.
And for me,
hats off to that. Let's do that.
Promote your shit, man.
Let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
And for me, it was mostly just like, my biggest flaw is like I'm blind as fuck. I can't even see who's behind the camera. I'm not gonna lie.
But the lighting be hard though.
That's true, but my biggest flaw, like before I even go on stage, first of all, I pray. I say a good prayer. Thank God, everything. Go on stage and I can't see, so I'm just walking. So it's not really about the people or the lights. For me, it's just like, I just gotta walk straight, because at the end of the day, I'm blind as fuck. So like, that's just me. I'm not gonna lie.
Tunnel vision helps.
Yeah.
A show that I walked in common with Mina, I did Brooklyn Fashion Week as well. I'm gonna be honest though, I feel like looking back on it, I did get distracted by the music, I feel like, because I ended up lip syncing the music as I was walking.
Oh, really?
But it was like
What song was it?
It was, oh my God, it was that song with Tizo, Touchdown, and Drake, bro. Yes, and it was so good. But that was like a tactic that I used to kind of like calm my nerves, because like walking right before, you kind of think about like the dumbest things, like, oh, am I gonna trip? Like everybody's recording, stuff like that.
You can't think like that.
Right, but like at that moment, I was like a little nervous, so I was singing a song to calm my nerves. But then by the time I got there, I was like, damn, like they probably called me lip syncing and stuff like that. So that's something that I would go back and change. But the experience overall was a fun experience. Like I got to meet a bunch of people and just see what it was like to walk on a runway.
And the fact that you even did it.
Yeah, for real. Like,
so when y'all first like do like your first trip, like let me not say first trip, but you know how like when you first go and walk down the aisle the first time and you come back, is it like a confidence booster for you? Because it's like you already did it already, and then now you go back to
No, because you still gotta get until I get off stage, then I can breathe. While I'm on stage, even if my back is turned to the people, I can't breathe. I'm not done yet.
Because you're not done till you get off that. Like
because they still watching you.
I feel like people say like when you like first walking down, like it's kind of the tough part, because like when you first working out, it's just like
only because they're facing them. So it's really up to the person, but I get it because you're facing the people in the crowd, but it's still the same shit when you're walking back.
For me, it's definitely the same. Like I don't feel like I can breathe fully until I get off the actual stage and I'm like behind the scene where nobody can see me. That's when I can like.
And then I get off and then you know what, dance.
Yes, you do a little dance.
Like, no, seriously, I gotta get it out of my system.
You gotta do a little jitter.
It's so crazy, Mina, bro. It's like you say that you was dancing a lot. I'm like, ever since I met you, like, you know, I seemed like you was just a nervous person, but like it seemed like you be outside.
No, I'm just very laid back.
She has a mellow vibe. Like she's very mellow. She's not gonna be the one like.
Cause I said it's
like it comes out here and there. Like you gotta catch it.
I gotta catch that. I have yet to see that. That'd be like a funny little thing to see. But anywho, so back to the modeling thing. So, what advice would you give somebody that's trying to like into like the fashion industry and the modeling industry? Like, what do you what help would you give somebody the same way how you first started? Like, what help would you give them, your advice?
My honest advice is just don't force it. Like, do it when you're confident in yourself, when you love yourself, and when you're mentally ready. Because if you force it and you start off, like, that shit's just gonna hit you, and you're gonna go back to square one. You're not gonna really love it. And the last thing you need is to like fall out of love with something you actually want to be passionate about. So just make sure you're good before you actually proceed with something like this, you know? Because this shit's gonna hit you. And you just gotta be ready for the shit that's gonna hit you. Because it's not all like, you know, flowers and shit.
It's definitely not. Like,
shit comes with a lot of, you know, a lot of ups and downs. So just take your time.
I think modeling is definitely the main thing with modeling is just having self-confidence and self-love for yourself. Because I feel like when you walking in front of people, you shouldn't care about other people's opinions. You should just care about how you look and how you feel. And I feel like that's just a big thing with whatever you got going on. You're always supposed to have like self-love and self-confidence and know that you are who you are at the end of the day. Nobody got you like how you got you. So I feel like when it comes to modeling, I feel like that's a very important piece for everybody should have, because that just helps you in the long run. So
yeah, exactly.
You know, always gotta have that mindset and never belittle yourself and keep expressing yourself through fashion and modeling. So
100%. I think I would tell people like starting out, know how to promote yourself, like how to market yourself, because at the end of the day, like realistically, a lot of us, the end goal is to make this into a profession, something that we can benefit off of, something that we can like create a stable income off of. So if you're looking to create stability out of modeling and you love it, consistency and like promoting yourself, getting to know people and putting yourself out there is definitely a positive way that you can grow yourself. Like, even though you might not have an agency signed or anything like that, you might not have a manager, but if you're constantly putting things out, people are seeing more of you, and if people are seeing more of you, they're more intrigued. And then when you build that market, you build that audience, that's when people are looking for you. Like, oh, where is this person? They didn't post yet. I'm looking for this person. And then you'll grow an audience that way.
That's great advice, Emily. I'm not gonna lie, you sound like a spoken reason type of person. But is there anybody that y'all look up to in the modeling world? Like any like inspiration y'all have behind it? Like, what are y'all inspirations behind? Well, like who inspires y'all?
Am I name dropping? Like, can I name drop?
You can name drop, whether a celebrity or not, or somebody that's upcoming.
Okay, so I want to say, oh my god, she's so beautiful. I want to say Anokiai. I'm hoping I'm saying her name right. I'm not butchering it, but she's just this beautiful, like, just woman, and I feel like she just owns the room when she walks into it, and she doesn't let negative experiences like dictate how she carries herself as a model and as a human. So I really look up to her, and I love the fact that she is where she is. She's just gorgeous. 10 out of 10. Love her.
Yeah, my answer's gonna sound mad cocky. No cocky shit.
No, but like, speak your truth though.
I don't look up to nobody because I feel like we're all human beings. Like just because you're up there, you don't mean like. I get celebrities, but I don't get the whole like I'm gonna look up to you and I'm a fangirl over you. That's just me. I don't know, but I just look up to myself and whatever I got going on. I don't know.
That's not being cocky about it. Just knowing like.
I just don't. Everybody's human. Like I don't
Like
look up to
seeing
nobody
everyone
bigger
for
than
who
me.
they are.
Like
Yeah.
that's just me. I don't know. I
Look
always
at
been
everybody
like,
the same way.
I always been like that though.
That's a
a
good point
trait.
though.
That's a humble trait.
Exactly. You being more humble about yourself and knowing like who you are and what you bring to the table. It doesn't matter if somebody is above you that does something way better than you. It's just like, all right, like, you know, we all equal. You do what I do what you do. So, you know,
That's really what it is, though.
I respect the answer 100% because I haven't heard that in a while. I might have to start using her.
Yo,
That's
that's
that
just still in my
answer is
answer.
crazy.
No, I might have to start using her because like.
You gotta quote her on
But
that.
I can't say that
Be
because.
like quoted by me.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a quote by you, but also like, you know, Kobe Bryant will always be my idol, so I look up to him. Like that's just the main guy I always look up to because it's his work ethic, his Mamba mentality always, and just how he treated himself and how he treated, you know, the sport that he loved, which is basketball. So I always looked up to him ever since when I was a kid. So sad thing is that I don't even got his jersey. That's the sad part. But
I mean, they still make jerseys, no?
yeah, but
It's like an arm and a leg now. Yeah, I'm already knowing.
Like for real?
bro,
I'm already knowing. They
yeah.
probably charge him like too much, probably.
Bro, I mean, they don't suck. Well, they do, but like they probably charge like an arm and a leg. But if you want like an authentic version, they're gonna charge mad bread.
Damn.
They're gonna charge too much.
I didn't know that.
It's alright.
You gonna get that though.
Still got his memory in my head.
You
so,
got time.
know,
It's okay.
Yeah, it is
You got
time.
time.
as soon as I get up there, I'm definitely get one.
Yeah,
for sure. But
well deserved. Type shit.
when it comes to like, I don't want to keep on the track of modeling because I do want to move on to a different segment. But I do want to know this though. So when models like have like gigs and stuff like that, is it them reaching out to y'all or you reaching out to them to work out a partnership? Like how does that go when you're working with different like brands and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it could be both. Like going back to what I was saying, sometimes you can reach out to a brand and be like, hey, like, you know, I'm dropping content, like I would really like to use one of your pieces, or like maybe you buy something already and you're like, hey, like I have this piece, or you tag them. That's like a form of reaching out because like you're tagging them, they're aware that you're using their stuff, and like based on how they see your content, they might send you more. But sometimes brands will hit you up, like based on who you know and who you network with. People get to see you more in the area. They'll have like friends, comments, like mutuals. So then people see you through their mutuals and they're like, okay, yeah, I like the way she walks, or I like something about her. So then they'll have you, hey, I reached out, I seen you on somebody's brand, I'd like you to wear this. So it could be either or.
I feel like social media made modeling and networking so much easier because I don't know how they did it back then. It's just like
You
you
would
gotta
think.
know. Really?
You would think, but
I
like
feel
at the same time,
back
social
then it was
media.
so hard.
I mean, it's harder because you actually have to have like in-person social skills. So I can say that in-person social skills are different than media skills because they are two different like platforms. But in the same retrospect, like social media has like a very quick cycle. So it's like if you're not on top of a trend, it's very easy to get washed out. And since everyone's dropping it all the time and people are refreshing their feed every 30 seconds, it's like if you're not engaging enough, people will swipe right past you and not give a damn. So
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah, that was me on TikTok at one point.
Yeah.
I'm not no fucking TikToker, but
Nah,
at one
yeah,
point I was up there, like I was getting followers, crazy likes, whatever, and then I just kind of stopped posting for a little bit. It was like a week.
But
where
that's
I
the
fell off.
consistency because
Yeah, but
people
that's what
like
I'm
once they
saying.
don't see you, they're like,
They
all
take
right,
that
well,
shit so serious. Yeah,
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
So people are like fiending for things.
I gotta give a shout out because I saw her yesterday. What's her name? Angelica.
Yes.
Big shout out to her, bro. Cause I was
Jelly.
every day she stays consistent with her reels and stuff and shows like, you know, different things that she wears, stuff like that. I find that to be fly, bro.
It's so
She's
fly.
a
There's so
fashion.
many people that
She's
do
a
it, but
designer,
like
she's
the way,
a stylist.
Oh, okay,
She's a
that's
stylist.
yeah, the way how she do it though, and the way how she models it.
She was at the art gallery.
She's
was
so
the
creative,
one
like-
I did like the picture
In all white?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you seen
okay,
that?
yeah,
Bro,
It was so
she's
pretty.
dope, bro. She's dope, bro. For
It
sure.
was gorgeous.
It's a
like,
couple of
she
them,
has
bro.
a very unique style.
It's
The
another
other
one
girl
named
too, shout out to her because she came up to me at the art gallery.
Storm?
Storm, yeah.
Shout out Storm.
Yes, I love
I'm like, bro, you're my girl crush, cause what? I love her.
Don't get me started.
It's a couple people though.
Yeah, she be putting
I
her
love
work
It's a couple
in.
people though.
She's so like great, but that see like she's consistent. Angelic Soul, she's consistent.
I'm
So
inspired.
that's-
I'm inspired by
I
her. bro.
Those are
respect you like
traits,
that.
like,
Like if
when
you're
they're
dedicated,
constantly
you're
dropping.
dedicated. Like I love that.
110%.
Shout out to
There's so
y'all.
many people that's making waves for the fashion and modeling as well. 'cause
Blue right now too. She wasn't able to go to the show. I worked with her a few times. Kayla.
Kayla,
Yeah. So it's Kayla. I don't know how to say it.
It's like Kalika.
Kalika?
Her Instagram.
On Instagram.
She's so
But
cute too. Like she has a bunch of different aesthetics.
She started literally like I think about like 3 months ago with like 2,000 followers, and she's at damn near 70,000 now.
Oh, that's dope. That's
Just
what's
off
up.
consistency, just
Posting all the time.
posting, working.
and then Val Taylor doing his faces thing. Big shout
And
out
that's
to
blowing
Val
up too,
Taylor.
yes.
That shit is hard, bro. I
They come
definitely
out
gotta do
fire.
faces too, but I gotta be more photogenic. I gotta learn.
You're in your head, bro. You thinking too hard.
Like, come on, don't piss
You're
me
on a
off.
podcast
I'm just
right now.
saying,
Like, what
like,
are you
In front of
talking
the
about?
camera right now.
What?
Look, man,
Like,
it's
whatever.
different when a person's actually taking
You hear
pictures
this
of us. It's
guy?
like, oh, you gotta pose.
But bro, look at you. You was at the art gallery taking pictures. And
That
it was
part.
fine.
You're
that
right.
part.
And
That's
you-
because I had a little wine in my system. I had to feel a little right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I had to
weird.
feel a little right.
Vaughn
But
has a few. Me and Vaughn has shot a few times. And
Yeah.
He's fun.
it's so
He's
crazy.
just thinking too hard, but you're fine, bro. You're a BA.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Like-
right. I am a BA. But you know,
Hello?
sometimes I just think a little too hard.
And that's
Whatever.
the problem. Sometimes we do think a little too hard.
Yeah, that is the main
Yeah.
problem.
That's okay. That's everybody.
As a photographer, I know how it is. Like, as soon as I get in front of the camera, I'm like, damn.
Because
That's my thing more though. Like I've got a faces with Tabell. I didn't drop yet. I've been like doing little snippets and posting on my story, but I didn't drop it yet.
and there's one more person too I wanted to shout out. What's his name? Valentino. Well, I forgot his name, but he's like I be seeing him on TikTok. Yeah, bro, his fits is fire, bro. Shout out to him as well. Shout out to Nas. Shout out to Sicko too. Sicko, another person.
Yeah, it's a bunch of
Facts,
different
facts.
models and people that definitely deserve their flowers for sure.
Exactly, which goes into my next topic, which is fashion. Like, what do y'all think about today's fashion? Like, what are like some of the fashion trends that y'all follow with as well?
I'm gonna be honest. I think nowadays people doing a little too much. Some people are doing a little too much.
Why should I?
Because the layering and stuff, sometimes it be looking off. Like, okay, I get the whole, like, you want to be out the box. Is it just me? I don't know. Like, I get it, you want to be out the box, but sometimes people be dragging it because it's like you kind of don't look like you, I don't know.
Like it wasn't intentional?
Like, you kind of look a mess.
Oh damn.
Oh my god.
No, but is it just me? I don't
she's
know
like,
because
It's not.
No, it's not.
Bro,
It's
I mean,
not
I think I
true.
know
But you know what I'm talking about,
Some
'cause
people just put things
some
on top
outfits,
of things.
yeah, like that they don't even align with each other. So it's like now you're trying too hard to impress somebody else, and you're not really dressing for
That
yourself.
has to do with, like,
if you were
intention.
dressing for yourself, you would know your body, you would know your style for real.
What works
I'm
for you,
just-
what doesn't.
I'm just
Yeah,
kind of
like-
glad we are stepping away from like high end clothing brands, like designer and stuff like that, and introducing like thrift clothes and black owned businesses
Not yet.
because
That
I feel
I-
like we're going towards that
Yeah,
direction
yeah.
because before with the fucking you gotta have Louis
But
Vuitton
even now with
on
the
and
designer, people are getting fake designers, which honestly I respect that. Like, do y'all shit because sometimes we don't got it, because I don't got it, so it's okay.
like I'm the type of person I'll wear anything black owned compared
Yeah.
to like I don't have any designer clothes, bro.
That part.
I just wear like something that's affordable and something I look good in. Like
Yeah.
it don't matter about how big the
Necessarily,
price
yeah,
is
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. It's just a matter of if you're comfortable wearing it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
My cousin Nam was trying to steal a few of my shirts the other day. And he was like, you got mad shirts. And I'm like, half these shirts is friends. Like,
Exactly.
These are my friends' clothing brands, and I just got a bunch.
How about literally half of brands I wear is somebody that made them. Shout out to Tell Your Friends. Shout out to Art Gallery. You know what I'm saying?
He was supposed to be here today too.
Who?
He was gonna pull up. He said he tired.
Who?
Mr. Art Gallery?
Philippe, yeah.
Oh, word?
Mr. Art Gallery. I would have told him thank you in person for the shirt.
Oh yeah, definitely gotta shout him out. 'cause
Content coming soon with that shirt.
Spider-Man
That
shirt, that
shirt's
tank
fire.
top. Oh my god! And I caught the sweater too.
Promo?
Let's do that. Let's get some promo.
Oh, yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna show off A very special shirt. And this
Shout out to Art Gallery,
this is
by
going
the
to be
way.
a good segue into our next topic.
Exactly.
Please don't throw things at me. I really don't like.
Hold on. Wait,
I'm not. This is.
Just move your cup. Oh.
Shout out to Art Galleries.
Get out here. So this is the front of our shirt, Dr. Umar, and the real golden part of the shirt is, sorry baby, I only date black women. So I'ma just shout this out real quick. Shout out to Art Gallery. Shout out to Art Gallery for the all black attire.
Yes.
That's mad creative.
So he got the black men one like that, and he also has black woman. So
Right.
you'll see it on mine. Like I have the shirt that says only black woman.
We're matching.
Link will definitely be in the description if y'all want to cop as well. And shout out to tell your friends. I don't know if you peep, but there's gonna be something on the side. Merchandise that I've been wearing on the show too. So tap into that as well. But anywho, going into our next segment, which is on the back of the shirt. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk more about, what's going on in the relationship world. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Emily and my son Fugi are dating right now.
I'm in a very happy relationship.
That was so fire.
I'm in a very happy relationship.
But the thing is that he's been talking a lot more about you on this show. So it'll be, you can't do one without the other.
I mean, I'm not gonna shy away from it. He knows. But let's get into the questions and we'll get into it. What in terms of that, like, what do y'all seek when it comes to like looking for a man? Like, what are some of y'all things that y'all like about what men do for y'all? One thing I like that my boyfriend does is that he's very like, and this is gonna sound crazy, but he feels like a security blanket. Like I always feel safe when I'm around him.
You about to get mad cheesy in the background.
Physically and emotionally, like he always holds space for how I'm feeling, and he's never really like denied me my feelings. Like a lot of times, and I feel like as women we run into this a lot when we're like expressing ourselves and the guy's like, oh, you're doing too much, like you're doing the most. Whole time we're just being vulnerable, which is naturally like something that we're doing.
That's how women are.
That's how we are. So I just feel like if I'm being vulnerable and I'm showing you something, a part of me that naturally I'm more guarded, like it's not something that I'm showing everybody, then why would you take advantage of that? But he's always been very welcoming, and he's always been very sure to never deny me that and never make me feel like I'm doing the most for just feeling. So I really appreciate when he does that.
My son is.
He does that. He does that. He does that really well.
Exactly.
I love that for y'all.
Guys, what do you look for? What do you feel like is like you need that in a relationship?
What about you, Mina? Like, what do you look for when it comes to having?
I want a provider, and I'm not just saying financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, like. Because a provider comes in different ways. Like, if you're not there for me when I'm at my fucking lowest, crying on the floor type shit, then what are you here for type, Like,
like the money can't really help you when you really...
The money is there too, I'm not gonna lie, but that's not everything. And people make it out to be everything when the whole time, damn well you be like fighting your demons. And who's there? The money? No.
You need that.
So it's like when I look
support.
for a man, I just want somebody who's like there for me at all times. At my lowest, at my happiest. Just don't switch up on me,
See, I believe in the 50-50. It don't even have to be nothing financially, but it could be something like mentally. Like, let's say if you're not, in the right day, like the wrong day, so it's like you at a 25%. Are you expecting him to bring up that 75% and vice versa?
I think that a partnership or relationship in general, it should be an equal amount of like depending on each other and meeting each other where you're at. There's been days where I've been extra frustrated and he's giving me that grace by telling me like, listen, I know you're frustrated right now and I'm gonna work through you with it, but he still holds me accountable. So that's something that I don't want to shy away from. Like, it's not we're just gonna be there for each other and not tell each other what we need to grow as, but like the relationship for me is more so about extending grace but also keeping each other accountable and letting each other know like we're here together, but we're also here to grow. Like, we're not here to just stay toxic for the rest of our lives. We're going to be better people, and we're going to push each other. So I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I believe in the 50-50. Like, if you're having a badass day, and if we talking financially, like, if you don't got it that day, I understand. Like, I'm going to hold you down.
Because we're humans.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody got it like that every fucking day, and that's okay. Like, we're still growing, we're still learning. But just hold me down the next time. And if I'm there for you mentally today, hold me down the next time. Like, please, that's all I ask. Cause
like,
it's not
reciprocation
that,
is important.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be an obligation.
It shouldn't. It should be
like
there
something that
genuinely.
you, yeah, exactly.
Are willing to do something that you want to do for your partner.
Exactly. I feel like that's really important for everybody to have, because it's just like no matter what, y'all are in this together. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're down or not, if you're down, I'm down with you. So I feel like, it should be a compromise with that.
At the end of the day, we're gonna figure it out together.
Exactly.
If we together, we're gonna figure it out together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, one thing I really learned about relationships, praying is really important. I didn't know praying could really help me out. Like, I wasn't praying as much, but when me and Tiana, we would pray a lot recently, because we've been going through a lot of struggles, but praying definitely helped us for sure, 100%, because it's just one of those things where it's just like, we know we're not here right now, but if we pray and then we just just be focused, it'll definitely pick up. So do y'all ever once in a while pray?
I'm gonna be honest, me and my boyfriend, we're not necessarily the praying type per se, but I do always admire the beauty in you and your partner coming together and setting those intentions, because regardless of what people call it, a prayer to a specific entity or a specific someone, an energy, the universe, whatever it may be, but setting those intentions out loud with your partner can also help solidify and reassure your partner that you're on the same page and you at least want the same thing. So it's we may not be praying, but if we ever have that conversation where look, we've been struggling, but I really do want to be with you, and I'm just making sure that we're on the same page, we're gonna get through this eventually, then it kind of reassures your other partner that, all right, he's not just gonna leave me be because I'm struggling right now. So it's the reassurance and setting those intentions physically, vocally out loud, so it can be reaffirming, because words do hold a lot of power. So
true.
Me on my dolly, honestly, I pray a lot. A lot. I could wake up on some random shit in the middle of the night, I'm gonna pray, because what was that just now, So I pray every day and I pray every night. But when I come with a person, honestly, I would love that only when it's genuine, because
you don't want it to be a fake.
I don't want to say too much, but yeah, sometimes when you pray with the wrong person, it's not really
it's not effective.
It's not genuine. As long as it's genuine and you pray with that person, that's beautiful. I love that, but yeah.
Yeah, true. You are absolutely right about that, because you don't want to play with somebody that's not taking it really serious, because it just defeats the purpose.
Yeah, it's just gonna avoid it.
Exactly.
It's somebody's not even meaning it.
Question. I know you're in a relationship.
Question for me.
Question. No, yeah. It's question.
I know you're in a relationship.
Question.
Know what I'm saying?
Go
but
for it.
Outside of y'all relationship, do you feel like dating is dead now? Do you feel because it's not how it used to be, oh, let me take you on a date, stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. It's we're such in a weird space when it comes to the dating world.
I mean,
I think
I think you should
go for it, and then I'll
I
give
feel
my
you're
2
saying that
cents.
because you're a man, not trying to do sides, but I feel you feel
just different perspectives for sure.
But yeah, for me, I think it's not dead. It's only dead because people don't know how to be loyal nowadays, and they just want to fuck. Let's be honest. What's going on?
No, I'm not talking about that aspect. I'm talking about more so trying to go on dates.
Nah, they can go on a date or two. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't asked on a date or two, but I dubbed it because simply for the fact that I know you're just trying to fuck. So it's the intentions don't be there.
Because it's not just about.
So nowadays it's all about that, and it's all about, oh, let me get my money. No, but it's not all about that. That's not what we was put here for.
To be able to find someone or something that is worthwhile with the dating is timing and luck has to do with a lot of it.
Yeah, true.
You can meet the right person at the wrong time.
That's true.
And it's so unlucky.
But it's about God's way. Whatever God got planned for you.
Yeah, I think certain things are aligned.
Divine timing.
Yeah.
Because you can meet someone, like I said, at the wrong time. You can meet someone at the right time, but it's the wrong time for you.
Right.
It just doesn't work the way it should work, or it may work in another world. In this situation, if you're not lucky, then, just for example, I meet Emily 2 years ago. It's not how we are now, because I'm not the same man that I was then.
Yeah, you progress.
You know what I'm saying? She's not the same woman that she is now compared to them, and just everything just happens to be we found each other at the right time. So it's one of those things.
No, I definitely agree that timing is everything when it comes to that too, because like you just said, you can meet somebody at the wrong time.
Yeah, because look, niggas do just want to fuck, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie.
And that's fine, but just let me know.
The
Why you dragging it out?
The transparency is necessary.
There's no transparency at
I
all.
was keeping it a bees.
Nah, there's no transparency at all.
Right. So that's. Well,
this is what you're saying.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't think the dating pool is necessarily dead, but I think that people are just caught up in, like, just being a superficial or like putting on this show to get what they want. I don't think people
It's
are.
not on the same time.
Yeah, people. I don't think people are expressing.
genuine.
I don't think people are expressing transparency anymore. Like, it's.
They lost the end goal. I'm not gonna lie. They so focused on this extra shit. When all this extra shit is not gonna matter when you're old and gray and you're
Right.
sick. Not even old and gray, but like you could be sick tomorrow. Who's gonna be there? Nobody. Your money?
So finding somebody like.
God forbid, but you know.
Part of it I feel like is, I mean, I'm not going to deny self-responsibility. You cannot be expecting a relationship if you don't mirror what you want. So that's one thing that I want to put out for sure. Like, you cannot be like, yeah, I need somebody to hold me down, and then you're out doing the opposite of holding people down for like 3 months straight. So it's definitely about aligning yourself with what you want to see yourself with that can put you on the right path to meet people who are like-minded.
Some people just aren't willing to do the extra thing, to go the extra mile. So they be willing to be with you for this specific standpoint, right?
Right.
And they want you here and they're showcasing that, but when the time gets rough, they don't know how to
Handle it.
They don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to be transparent. They don't know how to be honest.
And
they
that's
start
another
throwing
thing,
excuses,
like-
and they start throwing stuff. Like I've been in them shoes, bro. It's like it's all about the mindset. If your mental is not there and you're not ready to lock in with something, the only thing you could do at that moment is just be honest and allow the person to decide what the fuck they want to do.
Yeah, there's that, and I feel like a lot of people, and this is not like to give an excuse or anything like that, but a lot of us do not have an accurate representation, or at least a healthy representation of what love should look like. So when people are mirroring what they grew up in, or like what they're seeing or what they're perceiving to be a true love, like whether it be a social media relationship or anything that they're witnessing at home, like they don't know how to react in a situation where somebody is properly trying to love them. So, you know, a defense mechanism, they might be like, yo, like, she's trying to love me, but I've never experienced that, so I'm pushing her away, or vice versa. This is the first guy to treat me good, and I don't know how to deal with it, so
And
I'm pushing him away. Like,
yeah, and sometimes we can even reflect that. Like,
Yeah.
if we grew up in a fucked up household surrounded by fake love and just
Right.
toxic shit,
It's gonna
we can
impact how
reflect
you
that
carry
too.
yourself.
So it's all about just healing yourself, and then, you know.
That's why
doing your due diligence and working on
Yeah.
yourself before you expect of others.
That's why everybody's path is different when it comes to relationships, because like you don't know how they were brought up in this world. Because some people go without having love, and then when a guy comes up to them and trying to show them that,
Just give
it's
it
such
all.
a weird like, get away from me. But at
Or
the
it can
same
go the
time,
opposite route, and it's like a love bombing thing where it's like, this is the first guy to treat her right, so she just lets go and lets God. But it's a certain, like, you have to find your balance between taking care of yourself but also being vulnerable so you can get the chance to experience and make mistakes and grow.
And I think a lot of people don't understand the love bombing thing. Like that shit gets overwhelming.
Love bombing is
Because
crazy.
Your all
Oh,
to
that was
someone
one
that's
of
not ready to accept your all, and they're not ready to take that on in that moment. Sometimes you gotta give a person a piece of yourself at a time. In that moment, if you're willing to continue to go and that person is willing to accept you and vice versa, and it's mutual, then you decide that you're gonna go all the way. I knew from month 2 that I want to be a good girl. So it's one of those things where like sometimes you know, sometimes you just don't. And when you don't, you just gotta speak up on it.
it's so crazy because that was one of the scenarios I got for this next segment. We're gonna play a game called Red Flag or Green Flag, but it seemed like one of those was definitely a red flag for a lot of people. But we gonna ask
Go
that.
ahead.
So basically, I'm gonna give different scenarios, and then y'all just gonna tell me whether or not it's a red flag or a green flag. So one of them scenarios is that he likes to go out every weekend with his friends. Is that a red flag for y'all or a green
Red flag. Because you got nothing else to do? Which, like, on your free time, that's what you choose to do is kind of crazy, but okay.
So you can't hang out with his boys?
Not every weekend. Every now and then, yeah, okay, cool.
Just don't make it
as
a
long as it's
consistent-
respectful, but don't make it like every weekend, because I'm sure you got some other shit to do, but.
Okay.
I want to say red flag as well. I think context is important though. Like, I'm not going to ignore context because we still have to hold space for our relationships to also have a friendship and a community around them. So I don't want to say like it's just necessarily going out with the boys, but if you're consistently going out with the boys and you're not holding space for your partner, then it becomes a red flag because that means you don't know how to split yourself. So if I'm going to have to be competing for attention with your friends,
Yeah, that's
don't need that.
I never
like, I
gave.
don't need that. Like,
I
I'd
never
rather you
gave.
be able to delegate. If you can't delegate,
Nope.
I'm cool.
That's how true it is.
Oh my god.
But anywho,
That's how
true it is.
Yo,
You know,
oh my god.
She popped the bottle on that one. But anywho,
I've been watching you go back and forth just now, and the bottle just moving.
You just been watching it. You haven't saying nothing.
Yeah, I'm weird.
That's funny.
alright. So next one is into astrology. Like, if he's into astrology, is that a red flag for you? Like, everything he describes basically comes off,
Like-
he's such a Leo.
Like if his response to everything I do is, "Oh my god, you're such a fire sign."
Yeah. I don't like people that's into astrology. Like, that's such a red flag for me. Like, why you gotta,
I mean,
describe me as such?
yeah.
Why don't you just, describe me as me?
Yeah.
Why I gotta be like,
Yeah.
yo, when's your birthday? Oh, I already know how y'all Taurus people
Yeah,
are.
like a stereotype with the
Yeah, I
zodiacs
hate
is definitely
that,
not
bro.
healthy. Like you can be passionate about it, but if you're not giving me space to just be Emily and you're just talking about she's just a Leo, like you're already misjudging me off everything else. You're not giving me a chance to like
Believe
be
it
a
or
person.
not, a lot of people do that. Even jobs too. They be like, when your birthday? Oh, Taurus. Oh,
Really?
yeah. A lot of people do that.
That sounds very unprofessional. Nobody in my job has ever
Not
asked me
saying
that.
Not saying that happened to me before.
No, but like in general, like it's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm into astrology, but if a man is saying, "Oh, you're such a Leo, you're being a fire sign," come on now.
A little question, like, wait, what are we getting
I
into
don't know.
right now?
I'm not really comfortable with that. That's a red flag. Cause who taught you that?
Oh,
Who
he
taught you
learned,
all
he
that?
learned from somebody else. Okay,
What you mean by that?
Come on, what you mean by
What you
that?
talking about?
that's mad funny.
That's bad funny.
I'm weak.
Alright, the next one is they like having subtitles on while watching TV shows and movies.
Green
I'm
flag.
the same way. It's
Green
okay.
flag down.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
That's such a distraction.
Bro,
it's not.
I can't hear unless I got them subtitles on, and that's on me.
Oh my god.
I can't. I need to because maybe it's like an attention thing, but sometimes like if I can't hear you, at least I can read what you're saying and catch along. I need them subtitles. If I don't have them subtitles,
The
you're
only
out of
time
it.
I have it on is like if it's like
I need
a.
those subtitles.
Nah, the only time I have it on is if I'm
You're
like
done.
watching like a show like.
You're done.
If I'm watching a show like Narcos or something. Other than that, that's a distraction. Like I just like to watch what's going on.
I think I got used to it because I watch anime, so.
Okay, that's different. That's different. That's different.
But
But even a regular
too,
show
so
now,
you
at
need
this
that.
point, doesn't really bother me.
I need it.
That
I
bothers
need
me
that.
because I'm like, damn, I gotta look up and down all the time. Like,
You
that's
what? How
weird.
old are we? Right
I'm
now?
just saying,
Like what are we doing right now?
I grew up where like niggas was going to movie theaters and not having subtitles and they had
Movie
to
theaters
literally listen.
different, but that shit hit different.
Okay,
like, that's a
and-
big ass screen. What you need subtitles for? You're not gonna miss anything.
Surround sound, like you don't need that.
Look, man, that's all. Look,
Nah, man. Green flag.
Oh,
Green
Vaughn
flag.
got me weak
alright,
right
green
now.
flag for them. Red
Green
flag.
flag.
Okay.
Vaughn got me weak.
Pets sleeping in the bed with y'all. Is that
Red
a red flag or a green flag?
Red flag. Red flag. Big red flag.
If it's a cat, no. Before I used to let my cat sleep in the bed, but if it's a dog, I would let it rock because I love dogs.
No, I'm saying like if you and another couple was in a bed and y'all let a pet
And
sleep
the
in
pet
bed.
just
Yeah,
jump in
that's
and
fine.
squeeze between us.
I think that's fine.
No.
I'm used to that, so it's just like
No.
That's a green flag.
As long as it's not a cat.
No. I love cats. Don't get me wrong, like I do love sharing space with pets, but I just think I didn't grow up with pets. So that might be another thing where it's like I'm not used to it. But like I think there should be a boundary. You're sleeping in that bed. That cat, dog, animal, ferret, whatever, is running up and down this house. You're gonna let that pawed animal on your bed and bring that bacteria from outside. I can't even think about it because then if you think about it, you're sharing space with a four-legged being that doesn't have the same mobility that you do.
You about
So
to
It's supposed to be family.
The dog is peeing in the yard. The dog is stepping around and all the bacteria. You don't clean the dog's paws. The dog
Well,
is on
that's
your
up
bed.
to the owner then. You
And
gotta
then
clean them.
well, right, but that's the thing. Like in the heat of the moment, you're not about to stop your dog from hopping on the bed. Once your dog is on the bed, it's done. It's already contaminated. So this is how I think of it. There has to be a boundary with furniture, and because I feel like my skin is particularly sensitive, like I be scared of acne. So with the dog hair, everything around there, like I can cuddle with you, but when it's time for sleep, it's time for sleep. You gotta go. You gotta
You
go.
about to have beef with the animals now.
No, I love the animals and they love me. It's a mutual understanding,
Nah, 'cause
but
they
like
can be very territorial.
I
Trust
understand
me.
that, but so am I though. I'm not finna be sharing my cuddle buddy.
Yo, they gonna have.
But I love pets.
I'm telling
No,
you.
but that's the thing. Like Winter leaves when she's supposed to leave. I cannot like in certain circumstances. You know what I'm talking about. In certain circumstances, you gotta usher that pet out the room.
He gonna give you a side eye like.
You can side at me all you want. I'm give me 20 minutes. Like, what are we talking about right now? You're out of here, and y'all know what I'm talking about. So
I'm dead.
it's done.
Y'all probably gonna think this is a huge red flag, but I'm gonna say it out loud. Doesn't grab the bill as soon as it touches the table.
What do you mean, like a reflexive, like snatch the bill?
Like as soon as the like here's the bill, and then nobody touches it. Like he don't touch it. Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
If I touch the bill, I just want to see the numbers, and I'm gonna put it back down.
I'm not, no, because then if you're touching it, that's already implying something.
But I feel like you should have a time.
I don't see nothing. That don't have shit to do with me.
Nah, but I feel like you should have a time stamp on when you should grab the bill though, because as soon as you touch the table, I feel like you have to grab it. If you don't grab it, it's like
no.
Yeah, maybe grab it.
There's just certain, and this is gonna sound
at
crazy,
least 15 seconds.
This is gonna sound crazy because my boyfriend is recording right now, but this is the thing, like. If there's an awkward silence and the bill touches, no, because he's already knowing. But let's keep it a being, like, anyways.
Fiction.
We're gonna this is what it is. Like, if we're eating or whatever, cool, and you don't previously express to me like, yo, like I may not have that much on me today. Like, if the bill comes and it's too much, could you help me out? I could take that. But if the bill comes and you didn't express to me that you couldn't take that to the face, and we're just looking at each other, and I'm applying my lip gloss, and you just looking at me waiting for me to finish, I'm gonna be like, what's going on? Like, I'm a little confused now because
I think the waiter knows. Like,
the waiter
senses.
Me
like,
as a bartender, as a waitress, like
you can pass it to the dude?
whoever. Yeah, like I mean, not trying to be sexist. No.
You just put it in the middle.
Like I put it in the middle.
No, when I'm out with her, the bill is handed to my hand.
Right, but it's not like a weird thing because I don't.
No, it's not.
And if I don't have it in that moment, I would either express that we should do something else.
Right.
Or I'll
beforehand,
say,
right?
But the transparency is there because then
fine.
don't take me out and then I get there.
And that's fine, but
because then what if I'm broke?
Communicate
now what?
beforehand.
Yeah, true.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but nah, that should be communicated
transparency
prior.
That's what I'm saying. Like, transparency is key. Like, if he tells me something before, like, yo, like, you know, it might be a little rough. He might either suggest something different. And I can take that because I'd rather we do something different than have us look dumb when the check comes because that's kind of embarrassing. Like, no shade.
That is embarrassing.
Right. No.
That's kind of wild.
No.
Right. No.
Absolutely not. But anyways.
I'm sorry. Right? No.
But anyways, like the point is like transparency is key. Like if you let me know that something may not work for you in your time bracket or in your financial bracket, I can take that because I would rather you like integrity is everything as a man. Your word means everything. So if you're saying something and I can take your word for it and I can trust your integrity, I would rather take that than you take me to a spot. I'm sitting there looking cute and I'm like, yeah, he finna pay the bill. And then he's looking at me like, yo, so you gonna take that or we doing 50-50? I'm in that group chat like never again.
Yo.
I'm in that group chat.
I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm in that group chat.
As soon as something pops off.
You're in that group chat.
When you in that group chat, bro, I had to go through that for like 2 weeks. One time.
Listen, everybody needs their everyone needs their community, and as women, we center a lot of our relationships based off of a communal thing. Like it's not where like our friends are deciding our fate with our relationship, but it's more so we can actually depend on our people. I don't know if it's the same for men, but with women, we foster an open space where we can be vulnerable and express those types of things.
Yeah, but me personally, I don't run to the group chat.
I don't run to the group chat, but like,
either way, like even whatever I'm going through, I just be like, I eat it or like I deal with it on my own.
It depends.
I feel like it depends on your friend group because women do that too, but men also do that too. But it depends on the people because sometimes they'll like kind of clown you if you do certain shit.
Oh no,
or they won't tell the whole truth.
But it's a learning experience for sure.
Or but I'm saying for men though, because men carry it differently than women though. When you
I'm
you
scared of guys group chats. Honestly, they get a little heavy in them group chats. I'm not. Not my tea.
Some of them be jealous. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna say it right now. We're here. Some of them be jealous. He got the baddest shorty, and they just trying to get him out of it because they jealous. Let's keep it a buck.
It could be that. Sometimes the homeboy dead ass want to be you.
Literally, like
no shade. Like sometimes he want to be you.
Well, then that's fucked up though. Cause
but
it's
that's
like
real. But guys, I feel like guys aren't really as meticulous with things like that. Like guys will be friends.
Being gang is solid. Okay.
Yeah, you got some real ass friends. That's fine.
Yes, and I applaud male friend groups who can hold that space where they can hold each other accountable, but also be vulnerable.
And they can actually sit back and be like, yo, you really fucking over your shorty?
You're wild.
Lock in.
Yeah.
I respect shit like that, but some guys don't be real like that.
No, they just be watching you do your thing, and then they let you fuck up, and then they just watch you turn yourself into a demon.
Can't do that shit.
Those are not your mans.
My man started bugging out. I know he got a girl, and I know the girl.
That's heavy, like.
Bro, let me ask this question just like I asked from the last question, right? So let's say if you are at a function, right? Mm-hmm. And you see.
You already giggling. You already giggling.
Let's say if you are at a function, right, and you see somebody, you see your friends, I guess, like partner, like low key, like doing things that they not supposed to be doing.
Like my homegirl's boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm snitching. What?
Okay,
is that
but
the
what
question?
if, okay, but also let's say if it's reverse, if
my homegirl is bugging out, I'm
your homegirl,
I'm grabbing her by the shirt. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
I'm pulling her to the side, especially if the man is like fulfilling in all
even
ways.
worth it? No.
I'm definitely putting
so
to the side,
you
like,
hold on
bro.
with the same standard and accountability.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Okay, I
I'm
agree with
not
that.
the one like. Listen, I joke about things like that, like, oh girl, like, huh?
Are you gonna tell the man though?
No.
That's none of my. That's
No.
If I'm not close,
I'm holding my friend accountable because that's all I can do. But one thing I'm not gonna do is put my foot in somebody else's business, especially if it's a relationship. The only thing I can do from the outside looking in is advise you to either come clean or cut what you're doing right now and come clean regardless. Because me personally, I don't condone it. But I think highlighting that point, like literally specifically about that, I think is important, especially if you're friends with both parties. It's very important to set a boundary and let the parties both know in the same context that you are not going to be meddling in their business. So that means setting your foot down, not letting them vent to you about each other because that's going to put you in an awkward position, not letting them ask you for advice on shit like that because that's also going to put you in an awkward position. It's about like setting that boundary and letting your friends know, like, listen, I love you both, but you guys made an equal decision to be with each other romantically, and I'm not in that romantic relationship. So when it comes to your struggles, what you're dealing with, do not come to me as a therapist because you're going to be mad at me if I hold somebody accountable. Like, it's a lose-lose situation.
And that's where you gotta be very transparent. Like, listen, I'm not gonna choose a side.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lose-lose situation and things like that because somebody's gonna be mad at you regardless. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you gotta just play impartial and be like, yo, like, don't involve me at all because once I'm involved, you're putting my relationships in danger with both of y'all, and then it's like, what am I really doing here?
And that's the problem. Okay, that is the fucking problem. Niggas don't like having authentic friends. Okay, we gotta have authentic friends, bro. Because no matter what, bro, they're gonna tell you what's right, right, and what's wrong is what's wrong. Nobody's not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Nobody's not gonna be a yes man at everything.
Right.
None of that. We just need more authentic friends, bro.
They just need wanting to share jeans and shit.
Some of them be so quick to take you on a 2-man the second you and your shorty arguing. Come on now.
That's bad.
Like,
that's bad, man. Like, your man is literally like, bro, he's encouraging you to fuck up a relationship that you have worked mad hard for.
That's somebody who want to be in your place.
That's not a real nigga.
No,
that's not a real
that's
nigga.
some heavy shit. Like, what?
I'm checking whoever it is that's in a relationship.
I like that. I like that one.
If we got a situation going on,
I need that.
I tell Vaughn, like, like, damn, bro, you want to just. When we come over, bro, you just vibe.
See, that's some regular shit.
That's some calm shit. Like, that makes sense. Like, niggas a vibe, play on the game. Like, you know, like, just do some shit.
I love that.
Facts.
Yeah, it's real shit.
Bro, because at the end of the day, bro, it's just like, bro, if my niggas is down, I'm like, bro, we out. We about to go do something.
I never forget, man, I was going through some shit, man, in school. And the niggas came to my door. I think they came to my room every day for, like, I think a month straight. Every day, right before Christmas break, came for like a month straight.
I respect that.
And then like at the end of school too, and they're like right before our graduation, niggas is in my dorm room, just like every day. I'm like, why are niggas is here right now? I'm trying to go to sleep now. Wake the fuck up, nigga. You been in the room all day.
That's good friendships though, because they got you out. Like they didn't let you wallow in your. Yeah. Facts. That's good friends right there.
Always gotta hold it down for my guys. But anywho, last but not least, right? Doesn't have a wide variety of music selection. Is that a red flag or a green flag?
That's a red flag.
Obviously a red flag.
Thank you, please.
If you just
I can't be listening to fucking drill all the time, bro.
Gra boom all day, bro. Your brain cells are fried.
Bro.
Like I cannot hold a conversation with you if you wake up 7 in the morning. EBK.
Listen to nothing but disses, bro. Basically.
Yo, like put on some Frank Ocean for real. Like let's vibe.
Like put on some R&B. Like real niggas like R&B. I'm still an advocate for that.
For real.
Real niggas love R&B, bro.
Put that on a shirt,
Hip hop, pop, electronica music, like
Bro, dance hall, all of that. We need variety.
Whatever, bro.
Afrobeat.
Because it's like,
Come on now.
I gotta catch
I want to vibe to
like,
different things, bro. I don't want to just vibe to just drill music or rap music all the time. Like, but don't get me wrong, I fuck with that, but not all the time, bro. Sometimes I want to be on my chill shit. We'll listen to SZA,
like
Victoria
snooze,
Monet.
like you
It
trying
is
to
a place,
Exactly,
place
bro.
and time for the drill shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be driving around at 9 o'clock in the morning listening to niggas
Bro,
getting shot. Like,
Yo, unpopular opinion.
what's up?
I personally feel like listening to drill while you're modeling or when I'm doing photos is not okay.
Somebody did that before?
Yo.
Wait.
Wait. Oh my gosh, at that Christmas shoot, there was a Janae Aiko sample. Yo, I kid you not, this was the funniest thing in my life.
I should have fired him.
It was a fire sample, I'll give them that. But like, we're in a Christmas shoot, instead of the all girls, Poogie's the only guy, you know, he's doing his thing, taking his pictures, the girls are hee hee ha ha. Mind you, one of the models literally put the song on, so it wasn't like he was the one advocating for the drill. He usually has a neutral
Not her
playlist.
putting it out there. She said,
Bro,
"We'll talk about it."
It was, bro. You know that song, "Stranger" by Janae.
Yeah.
So it beats in do 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 stranger, bro. All you hear is gra. I'm like, wait a minute, and everybody just looks at each other. Bro, everybody's looking at each other like, yo, who the fuck put this on? And this is this one model vibing like, gra, what? It was such a funny moment where we were just so confused. Like, you have to hear the sample because it's on.
Shout out to the game,
Bro, shout out to that one girl. She know who she is. Like, it's a good song. I'm gonna give her that. But she just caught us so off guard. Like, it was such a Christmassy, vibey shoot, and she just pulled up with some. Yo, it was a funny experience. I love that.
But it's just in general, I feel like I can't have like I literally made a playlist for the girls in general. Like, and just like told them, yo, just send me a bunch of songs, put into a playlist, or like I make a playlist and. I was just trying to play that shit.
Because at first I was started playing music because you know I was the first one there, but then you took over. Remember?
Yeah,
He usually got like a playlist set up. Yeah.
How many playlists?
He be good DJ.
How many playlists do y'all have? I have a total of 20, I think.
Oh,
It just all depends on the mood, though.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
All my playlists sound pretty similar except for my documentary playlist.
Like, I have a smooth
Mad
drill
instruments.
playlist, I have a calm playlist, I have a throwback playlist, a vibe and chill playlist,
But
a
the thing
car
is, some of the
playlist.
vibe and chill playlists will be mixed with the throwback playlist. It has songs that's similar to it.
I have 11.
Yeah, true.
I got 16.
Damn.
I have 11.
Why you saying damn like you ain't got 20?
Nah, but like, I don't know. I'm different because I'm a music head, so it's just like
You gotta
I
keep it
listen to
simple,
different
though.
things.
I have a playlist for each different. I have like the thing
How many songs,
playlist,
though? It probably has to be
soft
like-
playlist.
Over like
They all have
200.
at least. They all have at least like 60 songs. I'm
Yeah.
a music god. Like,
Or you just type of person because some people just put shuffle on and then they just put it
I'm
on.
Nah,
a
I
shuffle
can't do
playlist,
that.
but they all like they have.
I'm not a shuffle
influence.
girl.
Like, my documentary playlist is influential shit, like mad shit that's just like.
Bro, this
started
soft
from the
feelings
bottom.
people. 672
This is the
songs.
type of shit I wanna have in my
42
documentary.
hours. I'm a soft girl.
Motivation.
I have less than you.
Nah, it is motivation.
Bro, that's one
Then I
playlist
have,
out
like,
of
a
16.
playlist
So
That'd be my praise
and pop,
playlist
and
if I'm feeling like
I
that.
have Justin Bieber and Pop Smoke. on the same
Justin
playlist.
Bieber.
Oh, he's a Bieber head down.
real?
Like, he loves
around.
Bieber. Bro, he stands Justin
Pop
Bieber
Smoke.
like.
Yo,
In a
be shout out to somebody. If you're a believer, right?
Believer?
Don't get him
No,
started.
no.
Why
Do
you
not
saying
get him.
that?
Because
Wait,
he
hold
is a believer. Like, that's
But
him.
you said Pop Smoke and Justin Bieber's in the same playlist.
Correct.
Very correct. Matter of fact, being passenger princess
What?
and being a victim of this, like, straight from like Hong
She be
Kong.
bobbing, and then next thing you know, you hear Dirt talking about fuck the ops and shit. Nigga.
Yo, it be so weird, but like, lucky enough for him, like, I got some
I don't know why
range.
she don't like it. It's mad gruesome. I ain't gonna lie, but it's Bobby. My son Dirt talking his shit. I think it was murderers and burglars.
The name,
Yes.
murderers and burglars.
I forgot
Look
how
at
that
me
shit
and
goes.
tell me that that's my tea right
Murder
now.
and burglars.
I haven't heard that shit in that long.
That shit-
I like the begin. I like the instrumental though. I like the instrumental of that. But anywho, but
Murderers and burglars, y'all.
but
Tune
anywho,
in.
Tap in.
Like what?
yo, we had a real good time today.
Yeah.
We had a lot to talk.
We had a lot of fun.
Had a lot of stories, had a lot of, advice from the models and myself. I appreciate y'all for being here, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Appreciate
thank
all
you
the
for having
models.
us.
Shout out to all the models in the world. All the
Shout
fashionistas.
out, shout out.
But, it's coming to an end. But, without further ado, we will see y'all later for the next episode, man. Peace.
Later, y'all.
Later.